Mario Ghost solution video. This is going to be another one of those videos where I am making it up and then the challenge video gets recorded afterwards. I don't know if you all find this more entertaining or interesting or helpful or not, but that's the way that this video is getting recorded. So, my thought is this is going to be practicing on key hold, but only sort of. It's not using all the functions of it, like all the properties of on key hold. It's just going to be as I hold a button, something's going to happen. And we're also going to be practicing using a like counter variable to kind of switch two different modes with an if statement. I've used this before with I think the DVD one, and I think it's a cool skill. I don't know if it's shown in exercises. I haven't come across an exercise that shows it, but it's definitely a valuable thing to know. So I figure let's make a challenge on it. So the idea that I want to have right now is Mario by default is going to be looking at our ghost. Oh, we're also going to be practicing helper functions here too. Mario's going to be by default looking at our ghost, at our boo. And then as you hold on key hold, Mario's going to look away. And then Boo is going to approach Mario and also kind of float up and down and up and down. And then on key release, Mario will turn back around. The ghost will stop moving because it's not moving as long as we're not on key hold. Up front, there's an issue that I notice here, which is if you're holding down multiple keys and you release one of them on mouse. Oh, actually, it's not even that big of an issue. The issue is if you keep holding them down, the ghost will keep moving, but Mario will probably turn around to look at the ghost as the ghost is moving. That is broken. I'd have to go further into lists, I think, to fix that because of just like how on key release works. Like I'd have to check to see, all right, even if on key release works, like am I still holding down different things? Unless on key hold has a return value that they haven't told us about. I'm not going to mess around with it. We haven't heard about return values. We haven't learned about lists yet in the context of this video. So there'll just be a little bug that I already foresee happening. And maybe in the future, we'll go and fix those things. So, all right, let's get to it. First, let's make our Mario, which I'm just going to make as like as a red circle. So like Mario head. Yeah, Mario head, and we'll make it a circle, and it'll be the left side, kind of, not all the way down to the middle, so we'll make it like 100, maybe 50, down a bit, but not all the way. Let's go like 150 instead of 200 down, and we'll make it, I guess, size 20. We'll see how that looks, and we're going to make the fill equal red, right? I'm not making beautiful pictures here, right? The video would be way too long. And if I stop talking, it'll be shorter. All right, so let's see if our Mario head's looking good. Bada boom, there's our Mario head. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's get the Mario hat in there too. So by default, Mario is looking at the ghost. So we're gonna make a Mario hat, and this is gonna be a line, capital L line, from the center of the circle. So 50, 150. Off to the right, so let's make it like, well, if the radius is already 20, let's go out another radius. So let's go to 90, right? Radius is 20, so 50, 20 more, 20 beyond that is 90. Also, I don't want to actually be in the middle, do I? I want to be a little bit above, so let's try 130. And then 90, 130. The fill is going to be red also because this ain't no fancy Mario. And let's get the line thickness. Is line thickness equals 5? Let's find out. Bum-ba-dum. Oh, line thickness is not a valid shape constructor. Let's try thickness. Let's try looking at the documentation. Okie dokie. Line has got fill. Oh, line width. Sorry, thickness is a little too I don't know, whatever. Line width equals, let's go for 10. Okie dokie. Let's see. That's disgusting. Right, 130 would be at the radius. Let's go to 140 and make this look a little more. Oops. And 140 over there too. I guess it's got to be lower and shorter. You know, I don't need to make it look beautiful, but that does not look anything like Mario with his like a baseball cap on. So let's get it a little better. Let's go. Is the height okay? Maybe the height's okay. It's just the hat's way too long. So let's only go like 5 outside of it. So it's 50. Let's go to 75. Let's see that. Sure, maybe it's Cyclops is looking at the ghost, but that will suffice. Now let's make our ghost, because we're like 5 minutes into this video and we haven't even done anything. Ghost. Yeah, it's just going to be ghost. And it's going to be a circle. And it's going to be at 370. Let's keep it at the same height, more or less. 150. It'll be the same size. Its fill is going to be none for now. Let's make it white, just because I don't want it to be see-through. Oh, I could have a low opacity. If you were going to make a real scene, you'd make it like, you know, opacity and things behind it is kind of see-through, but whatever. And then the border is going to be, let's make the border gray. Gray is a little more see-through looking than white is. Here's a ghost. Bada boom. Border width should be a little bit thicker too, I think. I like the style of a little wider border. So border width we'll set equal to 10. That's going to be way too wide of a border. Yeah. Let's half that. Make it 5. Yeah, all right. It looks okay. Okay. We got our ghost. We got our Mario head, Mario hat. That's all we need. Clearly, there's more that could be done when we start learning about groupings of things. I'm sure there'll be a reason to, like, you know, move multiple things all at once. But right now, for the sake of this, I don't want to do any more. So, okay. Here's the real stuff for this solution. I'm going to define on key hold, and then we'll have our list of keys. As long as you're holding a key, Mario's going to look away. So to make Mario look away, we're going to say, all right, oh, wait. Yes, we will use ifs in this because we're going to have it float up and down. Oh, yeah, we have to say, like, ghost dot counter, ghost dot, like, float direction. I'm going to set equal to up. Ooh, I haven't tried setting a custom value, like, with as a string. I'm sure that'll work, though. So, all right, we're just going to make Mario look left or right. So, Mario looks left. And the way we're going to make Mario look left is just by moving the hat over to the left. No Mario hate here. So the Mario.hat dot, let's say, x2. Can I just change the x2 like that? I think I can. Equals, and we want to go back minus 25. So we're going to go 25. That should do it, right? Hold the key. Boom, Mario's looking left. And I want to also make a release so that Mario looks back to the right. When holding down any key. Let's make our on key release. This takes in just a single key, but it doesn't matter because we're not using that either. On key release, we're going to make the Mario hat dot x2 back equal to the 75. So now Mario will turn around back and forth. Mario looks back to the right. Alrighty, so now if I hold a key down, he's looking left. When I release, he's looking right. There we go. Good job, Mario. Okay. Next, let's start making the ghost move towards Mario when you're holding the key down, when he's looking to the left. That's easy enough. I'm just going to say ghost dot center x. I'm going to say minus equals. It'll be kind of spooky speed. Let's go like 3 is kind of a nice slow spooky speed. So now as I hold the button down, the ghost is moving. Ooh, that's way too fast. Let's do like 1. That's a spooky speed. All right. And when I release, Mario looks over. It stops moving. That's kind of the core of this. And I just want to add a little difficulty by making the... What? Whoa, that's weird. Okay, well, I'm not holding any buttons down there. Really was a ghost. Okay. Now the issue here, by the way, that I was mentioning before is if I hold down a key and I hold down a second key and then I release the other key, oh, Mario starts looking back. Oh, because it was an if before. Neato. All right, well, cool. Then there is not going to be an error here. Excuse my entire rant from earlier on. The last thing that we want to do here then, because everything's working perfectly, is just, so this is going to move the ghost left, move the ghost left, and now we're going to add the float up and down. And this is where we're going to use the float direction. Apparently we're not using helper methods because my image is not complex enough to use helper methods. It's just going to be the floating up and down. Okie dokie. So we're going to say if ghost.float direction, and I can zoom in a little more here. If the ghost.float direction, and I made a float direction here, right? I just made a custom property, is equal to up, we're going to be moving up. So the ghost will be kind of like moving up a little bit. This is going to be a very diagonal ghost, by the way. The animation's not going to look, hopefully it'll look good enough, but the animation's going to be kind of diagonal instead of like a woo, like, you know, ghosts are supposed to be kind of circular. So if the ghost is moving up, we're also going to move the ghost.center y. We'll do minus equals 1. And since the direction is up, the ghost is going to start floating up. But we want the ghost, before it really gets too far, we want to have it start going back down again. So here's going to be a thing, is as it's moving up, we're going to say, or I guess just underneath the moving up or down, we're going to say if the ghost.center y ever gets to be less than, I don't know, what's it at right now? 150. If it gets less than 120, then we're going to set the ghost.float direction to, not 20, to down. And here's my, like, you know, two states part variable that I was talking about, the thing that I wanted to show here. So I can use multiple if statements to have, you know, oh, as long as the float direction's up, I'm going to keep going up. But at a certain point, I'm going to set that counter to, you know, that variable to down, and this way I can kind of have it do two different things, one after another, depending on the state of the program. So now that we have a down direction, we should say, all right, well, elif the ghost.float direction is equal to down, we're going to start moving the ghost. Whoops, forgot that. We're going to start moving the ghost down, plus equals 1. And then the last thing we need to do, oh, well, let's just see if this works so far. So now, as I'm holding a key, the ghost will move up. Eventually, ooh, it starts moving down. And it didn't even look that bad. We just need to add a, you know, a way to have it move up. I started at 150. I went to 120, so that was 30. So let's go 30 down. So now we're going to say, all right, elif the ghost.center y ever becomes greater than 180, then I will set the ghost.float direction back to up. So this will, I mean, I guess this whole thing floats up and down. This is actually moving the ghost, and this is resetting okay, it just looks weird. Okay. Resetting the direction, like, at an arbitrary point. Arbitrary point. An arbitrary point just means like a kind of like a randomly selected point. I just chose 120 and 180 because it looks nice. I haven't encoded these in variables, or, you know, I'm not really storing it in a good way. But so now we should have, let's zoom in and see this program in all of its glory. We should have, as I hold a button, Mario's looking away, and the ghost is sneaking up, sneaking up, sneaking up, and then it's bouncing up and down. It's floating like a spooky ghost, and I look, and it's there again. Maybe I want to make it pink and make it embarrassed on mouse release, because that's kind of what happens in the Mario games. But I do think, oh man, whenever I reset the, oh, I guess because I'm hitting command, maybe there's something weird happening there. Anyways, that's the solution to the Ghost Mario challenge. It uses on-key hold and on-key release, but only kind of like sparingly. I'm not doing anything too crazy with them. And then I have this whole cool little kind of variable, the float direction variable, that's holding on to a state of the ghost. Is the ghost moving up or down? And depending on if it's moving up, I'll move in a certain direction. If it's down, I'll move in a separate direction. And I'll change the state of my ghost depending on what's going on. I hope you found this challenge to be enjoyable or challenging or interesting at the very least. And see you all in the next video.